another stream. Yes. Let's do this. Oh shit, I don't even know what to do. But yeah, man, let's get it anyway. Let's dive right into it. I'm not gonna go much into the film news because there isn't much film news, and I've tried to kind of prepare a bit more for this episode. So I think it's kind of prepared, just a bit more. Yeah. Not much news actually coming out, man. And the trailer for Carry On has dropped. Unfortunately, I don't have this trailer here. I can't show it right now. But shit, it's one of the things I should have been doing. But yeah, I'm working on a new thing, this is some new software. So yeah, bear with me. Anyway, man, you know what? Carry On is coming December 13th, and it looks like a very good film with Taron Egerton, who stars as a young airport security guard whose work involves screening passengers at a Los Angeles International Airport, also known as LAX, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is forced to pursue a mysterious villain after being blackmailed into allowing a potentially dangerous package onto a Christmas Eve flight. So this is a Christmas movie. Very much Die Hard on a plane, or this is like Die Hard in an airport, but like our main protagonist isn't a cop per se. He's just like an innocent bystander, as most of Jerome Collet-Serra's films are about, So obviously Jerome Collet-Serra is the dude he's the one who did the Liam Neeson, like a lot of Liam Neeson films. He didn't do the Taken series. I'm just trying to find his filmography right now. Obviously he did Jungle Cruise, he did Black Adam, those are his two biggest films. He did The Shallows. Shallows was a very good movie. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Orphan House of Wax was a debut film. This guy, he's legit, man. He's very much in the good graces when it comes to any hardcore film fan, because he's delivered, man. He's done Gore, Unknown, Nonstop, Run All Night, The Commuter. So it's like 4 films with Liam Neeson, basically, man. So yeah, Carry On is basically a Liam Neeson. It's with Taron Egerton this time, who obviously did the Kingsman films. So yeah. And apparently he's taken over the directing duties from Anna Lily Amirpour. She still wrote the script, but he's taken over the directing duties from her, and in like a reimagining of the Cliffhanger film, man. This time it'll be all women, and yeah. So yeah, man. This time it'll be like all women, and yeah. Anyway, Carry On. He does Carry On, he directs Carry On. It stars Taron Egerton. It releases on Netflix. I will most definitely do a review when it comes out. And this guy is like one of my favorite directors. I actually hoped that Black Adam would do well. I enjoyed Jungle Cruise. I had no expectations coming into Jungle Cruise. I knew it was a Disney film, like the old Disney film. But when I saw The Rock and I saw all the things that were going on in this film, I took it for what it was. I didn't really take it as I didn't even think of it as a reimagining or a remake or whatever of the original Jungle Cruise. I thought it was just its own thing that just happened to have the same name, that happened to have some similar things. And I didn't even do any research on it. I just watched it because I'm a fan of Jerome Collet-Serra and The Rock and who's that lady? Whoever that lady is, man. Who's that lady from Jungle Cruise? And part 2 is coming out as well, man. Because Hey, I enjoyed Emily Blunt. I'm not gonna lie, man. Jesse Plemons, Edgar Ramirez, Portia. Like, I enjoyed the movie so much, man. The cast was great. The movie was, to me, was awesome. Hey, man. It may have failed, but shit. Hey, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed this film. And even though it failed at the box office, it's still getting a part 2, which, which is kind of amazing. So, hey, at the height of COVID, to be able to do that, hey, man. Where's the sequel? Anyway, that's Jungle Cruise. That's Carry On that's coming out. This thing. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Okay. Just another article about how this thing has been used for shooting locations, basically. Wicked. Egypt has been used for shooting locations, basically, for Wicked. Guy Ritchie has a Newfoundland of Youth movie coming out. Neil Berger has an Inheritance film coming out. So, hey, man, I probably should just check it out. It's actually coming out. It's coming out in January. An espionage thriller in January. Fountain of Youth from director Guy Ritchie. Like, if you don't know Guy Ritchie by now, hey, that's on you, man. But anyway, Guy Ritchie, obviously a legend in the game, another legend in the game. I think I should actually, okay, no, but if I do that, it'll really make this thing slower. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. 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 Yes. Oh my God. Oh, come on, man. I know, yes, I'm looking for the movie. That's why I said movie, instead of you showing about the literal Fountain of Youth. Oh, it stars John Krasinski, Natalie Portman, Domhnall Gleeson, Isaac Gonzalez, Laz Alonso, Ariel Mohammed, Carmen Ejogo, who's very hot. Carmen Ejogo is a smoking lady, man. Anyway, Guy Ritchie said to direct, with the script by James Vanderbilt. I should stop moving around, actually. Yeah. A pair of estranged siblings team up to embark on a journey to find the famed Fountain of Youth. Yes. When is that coming out? It's an Apple movie. It's not coming out, and like there's no release date. Oh my God, did I just really almost ruin the whole system right now? Together, these heavy-set titles herald the standard. Okay, yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of films. I actually hope this film shot on location as well. What's this movie that Kenneth Branagh shot on the Nile? You know, that movie. Kenneth Branagh Nile movie. Yeah, Death on the Nile. I hope it is shot on location, man. Because I actually thought, unless they use Morocco, I know Morocco has a lot of sand dunes and deserts. Unless they shot there. Yeah, and I don't know why this film is taking so long, man. This is like, one of the. I didn't know about it, but like for people who in the know about like film news and like people who know about Tom Hardy, people who know a lot about Tom Hardy, they would know about this film. This film, I think when was this film shot, man? I think this film was like shot 2 years ago, and they did some reshoots a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why. This film has been on the shelf. This film, I hope I hope this film's not like a raging bull, and all of a sudden when it comes out, it's just gonna win like a lot of awards. And I know that a lot of Netflix films usually, hey man, Netflix, if the movie, let me just say that they don't care as much if the movie's great or bad, or they just make the movie and they put it out there, man. Because I think Netflix also knows that sometimes you might not like a movie, and then the general audience, the general public likes a movie, man. And you can't really do much about them. And many films have been released to critical acclaim only to be outdone at the box office by films with no critical acclaim, very little advertising, and it's just one of those things, man. I think Netflix they've realized that, and yeah, and some film in retrospect can become critically acclaimed. Not all films. The Shawshank Redemption, when it came out, it was not critically acclaimed. Critics and a lot of moviegoers, like the general public, didn't take it that well. It only like when VHS was a thing, it only started making its money back on VHS, and it only started getting its acclaim back on VHS. Frank Darabont and all of those actors, Tim Robbins, like the film all of a sudden just blew up on video, and then everybody's like, oh my god, this was such a wonderful movie it was actually written by Stephen King, and it just added to all his other movies all the other movies directed from his source material that have done well in the past. So yeah, man. So let's just go through this article before we get to the main thing, man. Anyway, Gareth Evans' long-awaited new film Havoc is coming to Netflix in 2025 after delays, and here are the details. It's been a long time coming, but the first film from Gareth Evans in over half a decade. Oh man, did he only make something like 2020? The Dan Stevens movie. I know he did some Dan Stevens horror movie. Anyway, let's check it out. Is there a mute button on this thing, man? Okay. I should have actually, hey man, I really should have turned this thing. I should have turned the thing, man. But anyway, it's too late for that. Anyway. This thing. Oh my god, it's fly season, people. It really is fly season. And I really thought I got rid of all these flies. But this, oh my god, this one Emma Effa, man. This Emma Effa is really disturbing me. Because why? There's like so much space. There really is so much space, and you have to be floating right here in my face, man. Some Emma Effers don't like how Sally walk. Anyway, let me get back to the article, people. Sorry about the disturbance of these flies. It's been a long time coming for Gareth Evans and this Havoc film, and it's been half a decade since he's made anything. So yeah, and they say this article basically talks about how getting there with Havoc has really been a tough road. Okay, and they basically just talk about all his old films. Like Gareth Evans made a huge impact on 21st century action cinema in 2011 when he wrote and directed The Raid, which introduced to the world not only to the fierce international martial art of Pencak Silat, but also to equal ways, who dispatched body after body with brutal efficiency. 2014, The Raid 2 upped the ante on the violence considerably, letting characters like Baseball Batman and Hammer go loose, and featuring quite possibly the best prison brawl this century. While an English language remake, The Raid remains in development hell, Evans has gradually built up a career on this side of the pond, creating and partially directing the ultra-violent drama Gangs of London for Sky, episode 5 of the first series, episode 5 of the first series truly has to be seen to be believed. And he combined forces with Timo Tjahjanto for Safe Haven, a memorable, gory segment of 2013 horror VHS 2. Timo Tjahjanto is a very good director. He's the director of the film Nobody 2, coming out probably next year or the year after that. He first teamed up with Netflix 2018 to make Apostle. Yeah, man, that was the Dan Stevens movie. Gothic horror that, like many of his other films, did not shy away from lots of wind-inducing violence. Havoc is then his long-awaited next film, which has been plagued by seemingly an endless series of delays owing to the pandemic and then reshoots. So this movie was shot in 2019, man, and then it had to be reshot again in 2024, early 2024. So yeah, this movie that's probably what you call development hell, man. Development hell is not a place you really want to be when you're busy on some films. Owing to the pandemic, however, according to Empire, the film is not finally ready for release, and it is set to stream on Netflix in 2025. The synopsis for Havoc reads as follows: after a drug deal goes awry, a bruised detective must fight his way through a criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son, while untangling the city's dark web of conspiracy and corruption. Hardy stars in the film, along with Forrest Whitaker, Timothy Olyphant, and Justin Cornwell. Evans wrote and directed the film, and yeah, we'll have to see what's next. We'll have to see what's next, man. We'll have to see what's next. Okay. Yeah, man. They just said 2025. They haven't given like a proper release date for this. So yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things. Just one of those things. Okay, so here we go into this list. I'm trying something new with this. Hopefully this media thing works. And hopefully this works. Okay. So for my box office weekend results, so oh yeah, man, it's working. So yeah, at number 10 is a film that it's at the theaters, man. Okay, it's done a bit poorly, but it's at the theaters only because I'm guessing the word of mouth isn't catching on as much as it should. But at number 10, fallen 3 places from number 7 in its fifth weekend, is Anora, man. Yeah, I don't know much about Anora. Oh my god. You know, isn't there a way to just pause? Oh my god. Okay, did this work now? Okay, I'm back, people. We're back. We're back live without the flies. Oh my God! Thank you for. Eh, yeah. Okay, man. So hopefully that's it. I'm just trying to actually just finish this one. Okay, yeah, man. That Anora's in number 10. Anora. Anora's it's an independent film made by a director that I really don't know. So this thing. So yeah, man. I said go check it out. It looks to be a very good film. A $6 million budget, very low compared to other even low budget films. That's a very low budget, man. So yeah. So 97% rate. Like I don't know any of these people. Oh, it's a Sean Baker movie, man. I know Sean Baker. Hey, Sean Baker he's breaking through to the mainstream, man. Good for him. Good for him, man. So yes. This thing. And at number 9, a movie that makes a huge jump. A movie that makes a huge jump. Is this thing. A movie that makes a huge jump is let me try and get the media thing. A Real Pain. Oh, actually, I forgot to say, Anora made 1.7 million for this thing. Anora made 1.7 million this past weekend for a 10 million weekend gross, a 10 million overall cumulative gross. That's in America, and internationally it's made $9 million, man, for a worldwide cum of $19 million. So good for Anora. And A Real Pain, I'm guessing this is the Jesse Eisenberg directed film. A Real Pain is made $2.2 million, man. $2 million, 229,000 to be exact, and some change. A Real Pain is probably it's in its third weekend. It's one of those films which had a really slow rollout. The second weekend, it only placed in 18th place, and its third weekend, it has shot right up to this thing, to 9th place, man. And that's with only like a thousand something theaters. So yeah, it's only made this thing worldwide 2.9 million in America, 618,000 international markets for 3.65 worldwide. So it's another, but usually this time of year, it's where the things kick in. The independent films kick in, man. They really kick in at this time of year. So yeah, man, that is that for that. So yeah, at number 7, in its debut weekend, it's Hello Again, Love. Hello, Love Again. Hello, Love Again. I'm not gonna lie, man. Hello, Love Again. It looks like one of those. It looks like 50 First Dates. Um, yeah, man. I'm not gonna. It sounds and looks like 50 First Dates. It's a romantic drama, so probably, even though the poster looks hella happy and all that ish, man. The poster looks very happy and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, this thing. Catherine Bernardo stars is what, and then there's a whole lot of lead cast. It looks like it's one of those movies that's probably gonna be like this thing. Oh, it's a Philippine movie, man. Hey, I fucks with that, man. Hey, sorry. Try to keep it PG on here. I've tried to keep it PG. I know, like 2 streams ago, I was swearing quite a lot because of my frustration with what was happening in the DC space. But anyway, man. Hello, Love Again. It's made $2.3 million, man. And yeah, in 248 theaters. That's crazy, man. So it's probably like struck a nerve in the Philippine community. And for the fact that it's a romantic film, romantic comedies, romantic dramas are making a comeback. And I should actually make a video about them, man. Because I thought they were dead. I thought they were done. But hey, people, I see that they're back. And I could be proven wrong. I'm only human. But, yeah, man. Hello, Love Again. Good for that. Good for them, man. Good for them. The next film, Edward Berger, my director, Yo, if you have a chance, go watch All Quiet on the Western Front again. Because at number 7 is a film that I enjoyed. At the end, I was like, they could have done it better. They could have done better, man. But what can we say, man? Not everybody can be perfect. A film that I really enjoyed. Conclave. Conclave. Oh man. It's actually hanging on. Conclave is in its 4th weekend on this thing. Conclave is in its 4th weekend. It's made $26 million. In its overall queue in America, this weekend it made like what, $2.8 million, and it's really hanging on, man. It's really hanging on. Edward Berger, Ralph Fiennes stars as the main character. This one, hey man, it looks like it might actually make some money if award season comes by. It has some nominations. It probably will get nominated. I don't really think it would actually win anything, but it probably will get some nominations. But I'm not gonna lie, that black pasta, man, like if I could just find the name of that black pasta, dude, that scene, like it one of the best of the I've seen in a while, dude, to try and sabotage your enemy, or sabotage your competition rather. That's what that thing did. This film did, man. I really liked this film. In terms of that one scene, it was killer, man. Cardinal Adeyemi, Lucian, like I kind of feel like this is gonna be one of those years again where someone wins an award off of a 10-minute performance. I think it was in the rest of the film. I can't remember because near the end it kind of petered out, and I kind of got tired of the ending. I didn't really like the ending as much, but it was in the book. It remained truthful to its source material, so it is what it is, man. Anyway, let's move on from that. Conclave, it's holding on pretty well, but another film that's holding on very well, number 6 is, oh man, I should actually do this thing better. Okay. film that is doing quite a lot better is Smile, man. Smile has made enormous amount. Smile is in number 2. It made $2.9 million in its 5th weekend at the box office. It's holding on ridiculously well. It's made 65 million overall in America, 66 million in international markets, for $131 million cume. It is doing fantastically well. And man, these directors, I'm not gonna lie, man, I forget a lot of these directors' names, but this dude he's an up and coming director, and yeah, I can't wait to see his next feature, man. At number 4, yeah, man, let's just keep it rolling, man. I'm trying to finish this thing. I'm just trying to do this thing now. Get this done as quickly as possible. At number 5 is The Wild Robot, man. The Wild Robot is a 2024 film, animated film, released by DreamWorks, I'm guessing. This is released by DreamWorks. The Wild Robot is at number 5, and it made 4.2 million in its 5th weekend. In its 8th weekend. Oh my god, in its 8th weekend. As I said, The Wild Robot and this thing, they were very, very badly marketed. So yeah, I kind of feel like a lot of people didn't know what to expect with this film. So this thing, a lot of people didn't know what to expect with this film. So I'm guessing that's the reason that it didn't really do quite well at the box office. It should have done much better. As I said, The Wild film and Transformers 1 are both excellent films. The Wild Robot is internationally, it's doing well. It's fighting as well. Its cume is 137 million, and it added 137 million not this past weekend. Its overall domestic cume in America is 137 million. Its international cume is 171 million, and its worldwide total gross is 308 million. And yeah, man, my god, this thing, and this thing, and yeah, The Wild Robot made okay, where was I again, man? Yeah, totally lost where I was. As I said, The Wild Robot is the number 5. It has added 4 million to its 137 million gross in America, and it's made $308 million worldwide. That is complete. That is complete cume. Anyway, man, number 4 is Heretic. Heretic is also a recently released film. Heretic is also a recently released film. I'm just trying to upload the thing here. Okay, there we go. You see, this thing is doing its thing. Yeah, man, Heretic is also a recently released film with a very good critical acclaim, and yeah, I still have yet to do. I'm going to be dropping the review video tomorrow, so yeah, check that out. And this thing, it's a low budget film. It's a low budget film that's made for probably 10 million. Heretic didn't have that much of a budget, man. But it's getting a lot of acclaim. Yeah, it's made for 10 million, man. So that's actually, you know. So it's probably one of the movies that's probably gonna have legs in the future. And this is only its second weekend. It's made $5.1 million off its second weekend for this thing. You know, for domestic gross of $20 million, an international gross of $5 million, and a worldwide cume of $25 million for its entire 2-week run. And up next is The Best Christmas Ever, which has kept its place at number 3. It's basically jumped over Heretic, given that it's about to be holiday season. This is a film that holds well, that is probably going to hold up well. You know, given it's going to be December in a couple weeks' time, man. So, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever is number 2. No, at number 3. So, yeah, man, it's made $5.2 million. It's kept its number 3 spot above Heretic. Heretic dropped down to number 4 from number 2. It's also in its second weekend. And this thing, yeah, it's made $19 million overall. And it's added only $5 million. And it hasn't been released internationally yet. So, yeah, man. And at number 2, slipping down from number 1 on its 4th weekend. A film that I predicted to do well, even though a lot of the reviews were not very kind to this movie, man. It's Venom 3, aka Venom: The Last Dance. So Venom: The Last Dance. This thing, Venom: The Last Dance, comes in at number 2. It added how much? It added $7.3 million in its 4th weekend, and yeah. It had $7.3 million in its 4th weekend for a $127 million cume. That's in America, and internationally it's made $308 million for a worldwide cume of $436 million in its 4 weekends having been released in theaters. And okay, I should have actually put the thing. How can I do such a faux pas? Yes, man, Venom, it's made about 436 million, and it's not that far from Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Venom: Let There Be Carnage, the difference between how people say how good a movie is in terms of what they were expecting from its characters, but my main complaint was that it just wasn't as entertaining as Venom Part 3. Venom Part 3 is much more entertaining than this film. Therefore, I expected to actually do much better than Part 2, you know. And it also sold The Last Dance thing. So for anyone who was actually a Venom fan, or if there was a Venom fandom, they probably would have come out in the numbers for this last film. And as we know, fans usually don't really care if the film is good or bad. If they've formed a connection with the film will perform well. And the film entertained. And yeah, man, that was for Venom. And last but not least, the film that everyone is complaining about, Red One. Everyone is complaining about The Rock. And actually, it's quite funny that people are complaining about this film, because today they released a snippet for Moana. And we know that obviously The Rock is like, he got back his stardom. He basically cemented his stardom with Moana. So Moana Part 2 basically is coming out, I think probably next year, man. So it's, yeah. Even though this one might feel, he's probably going to bounce right back with Moana, man. So, yeah. Red One in its debut weekend has made $32 million, 100,000. And yeah, overseas it's made $51 million for an $83 million cume in its opening weekend. A lot of people expected it to be 150. People are saying it should have been at least 200 million. Like, I think Black Adam made 200 million. Black Adam made 240 million in its debut weekend. So a lot of people are probably just not happy with this. They're not happy that it's more of a physical, like it's more of a gym. They use fact-based science in order to fact-based science, and instead of magic, to kind of say why Santa Claus is doing the things that he does, basically, man. And yeah, they use the bodybuilder science, if I can put it that way. Yeah, dude, I'm busy, man. Torsho, cheers. Oh, anyway, man, that's it, people. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. So, yeah.